Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. This time I'm going to be talking a little bit about should you build a specific set for PvE, player versus environment, and another set for player versus player PvP. I was kind of in the middle of all this stuff. I've recently kind of hit something where I was kind of like, you know what, this is the path I'm going to take. I'm going to share that with you guys, tell you how I kind of been doing before that, the decision that I came to when I hit a certain point, and how I'm going to approach things in the future. So it is definitely a threshold in my mind when you make this decision, but it's something you could do at the beginning or the end too. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to the channel, check out the Discord link in the description below. Easiest way to probably follow along with the community videos, because you know that YouTube algorithm can be a little bit wonky. Hammer down like buttons, click notification bells, subscribe, all that kind of thing. And let's go check this out.
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, so let me talk high level here for a second. Until now, I had not been focusing. I had been just sort of like hoping for the best of whatever I got with cards, with my gear. Did I get a PvP or did I get Defense Pierce? You know, do I need that versus player versus environment stuff? How much does that actually matter? You know, attack, all these different things. With my badges, same thing. I was kind of like, all right, do I care about accuracy as much? I don't have any accuracy on any of my badges. I didn't care a lot. You know, I get frustrated with facing Spider-Man, and it would bother me. I'd be like, gosh, I can't hit these people. This is like, this person is just nonstop either dodging or invincible. Now if I hit them, it would hit hard, but it was tough. So, you know, I had, my accuracy is a little bit higher now. I think it was about 120, but accuracy to me is mostly a PvP stat. And I cared about it, but I didn't really focus it. And recently, I don't know if it was, it started happening with when the servers started having not the merge, but like the cross server play. I liked it because I got to play more people. And at first it felt the same. My general Dimension Duel ranking is probably, or record is typically around, and it doesn't show it here necessarily, but it's typically around 50-50. And I would be, you know, maybe top 100-ish. You know, I didn't push it. You know, I didn't try it. I did my 5-ish a day. If I got time, I'd do more. You know, and the 1300 mark was sort of where I tried to get in there. And then in the last like 24-ish hours or so, maybe 48 hours, I started having a losing record. And it honestly drove me nuts. And I don't know if that's just the type of player I am. I don't like losing at anything. You know, I like to think I'm gracious in defeat, and I like to think I'm gracious in victory. Certainly there are times, you know, give the let's go and, you know, get excited, but I have to be pretty in the moment. I mean, that was, yeah, for anybody who's played flag football with me out there, like, they've seen that side of me. That's different, you know, and it's like you game winning drive, da. But otherwise I'm sort of like, all right, good game, good job. You know, you act like you've been there before type of thing. So, but anyway, so when I was losing, it was like driving me, I was like, what is going, like, you know, so I was like, so I took a look at things and I started looking at my character a little bit, and I'm going, you know, I'm starting looking at my cards, and I looked at, honestly, my PvP damage, and I looked at my PvP damage decrease as a Widow, and I looked at my accuracy, because my crit damage was like 340 something. Right now you can see it's 312. I get another, you know, basically 25% out of it. So it's, you know, it's approaching the 340 range. So for Widow, that's about as high. It gets 350, but you know, that's about as high as you want to be, you know, knowing that you might get some other gear, nano things. You don't want to get there and da. So I was like, okay, that's pretty good. My crit damage is good. I had an attack. Is it still up there? My attack was in the 22 or 23 range. I forget exactly. And I have an alliance mate, Captain Dante, who's also a Widow, who's doing way better than I was in a Mega War. And I was going, man, all right, we use similar skills. We play similarly, but I'm just not, he's, you know, doubling, tripling my kills. And I'm like, what is wrong? I cannot figure. So anyway, when I hit this point, I was like, you know what? I think I need to split them up. I think I need to have a PvE set, and I think I need to have a PvP set. Now, and I'm starting with cards first. because, and I think this is the main spot to do it. These are my new cards. Not new, well, I switched a couple. This accuracy card was what I had in there. I was using this crit rate card a little bit. I was I using this one? No, I was not using that one. But I started looking around and I was like, all right, well, this accuracy card, I re-rolled the exclusive stuff. I probably spent 2 to 4 million gold getting this exclusive stat changed. So now the great part about it is, look at the bonus stat. I got a PvP damage increase in that as well. So I sort of don't want to roll this to 6. I'm kind of like, oh, this is great for a PvP card. Kind of want to leave it right there because as soon as I roll it to 6, that bonus stat's going to change. I mean, it's great to get some more stats on the other stuff, but I'm kind of like, ooh, I kind of like that. And that's what I was going for. As a Widow, I wanted PvP damage increase because I needed to hit more and I needed more accuracy. So I decided, you know what? Let's go. Let's do it. You know, this card with Loki, it was a PvP damage decrease. My max damage rate, or my bonus stat was a max damage rate, which I'm kind of like, I don't know. So I'm now looking at some of these other Loki cards. Hey, there's a PvP damage increase here. So I'm heavily debating taking this one to 6 and seeing what I get as the bonus stat and using this one as my main piece versus, you know, this one up here. Now, why am I not doing it right now? Well, the stat's a little bit lower. You know, this one, the bonus stat's super villain damage, whereas this one is max damage rate, which that'll help me more in PvP versus super villain damage, obviously. So I'm looking at these things, and I got this one as well, where I'm not certain I want to bring this one up more, but I did play with the exclusive stat on this till I got PvP damage increase. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. Comment below if you're any Widows out there, or any player in general. What do you think I should do with this card? Do you think I need to bring it to 5 or 6 and bring this into my PvP set? After I did it, I was sort of like, I care about crit rate, but in a Mega War, I sort of like wait till I can get my ult a little bit. I'm not as worried as crit rate, whereas, you know, in PvP or PvE, I don't have my ult ready a lot during boss fights. So I need my crit rate high. Now in Dimension Duel, I want my crit rate high too, because it takes a while for my ult gauge to go up and I can't just run around for a while. At least I could, but that's not how I typically play, which might be stupid on my part, but whatever. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this. Should I bring that one up or not? And so, yeah, I'm really looking to sort of focus these cards a bit. This one is a PvP damage decrease. Again, that's not bad. But I debated, like, should I re-roll this as a 6 and see what I get as the bonus stats and see where it lands? Is this card land in a PvE section or is it land in a PvP section? And depending what the bonus stats sit at, do I want to re-roll the exclusive and then get the exclusive into something that's, you know, more PvE oriented? Same thing with the Spider-Man. I've got another PvP damage increase. Okay. But I've got super villain damage and guard damage decrease, which is fine, but I don't love guard damage decrease. I don't get guard broke that much. Honestly, I typically die. So I don't love that stat. Double defense pierce. That's pretty good all the way around. Maybe it's not a great PvE one. We've been in another comment below. Let me know about how you think defense pierce affects PvE environments. A lot of talk lately about whether it does or doesn't. Obviously, you've got Strange that we as an alliance have been using his defense pierce buff to help us get through PvE content quickly. But some folks are saying, well, if you look lately, it seems like it doesn't do as much. So I'm curious if anyone's actually tested that or not to see if the defense pierce is still making a big difference in those runs. Now I've also got a bunch of super villain damage cards. Now I've got some down here. What is it? Yeah. So, and then now I'm debating taking cards up like this for the PvE set, where I basically have a bunch of super villain damage across the top. And that is my PvE set. And I get exclusive stats and bonus stats in those that are beneficial to me in a PvE environment. Top damage is good. Top damage rate is, you know, fine because I'm consistently hitting for a stronger amount of damage. That I think is where I'm going to kind of lean in there. But right now I am leaning into the PvP part. Alliance War's coming. And I want to frankly be better in it. I want to help my alliance more. And I can't do that without some better PvP stats. So I'm really looking to try to get my PvP damage at that 75% max. And if you're not familiar with maxes, it's real simple in game. I love that most of the game the game typically has stuff like this that you can go find. Whereas a PvP damage maximum, it lists your maxes over here of any stat in the game. So if you're not familiar with that, this is a great tool. Just pause and rewind and go see how I did that real quick. But you can see all your maxes here. So I definitely want to get to my PvP damage, you know, at least 70-ish%. You know, I want to get my defense pierce. Where's that at? You know, I need to get that higher. It's only 40%. I'd love to be 60-ish%. And then I think I'm really going to be in a lot better situation in a PvP situation. With those two stats, you know, I'll take what I can get for the PvP damage decrease. But those are the two that I think as Widow, I want to focus on. I'd certainly love ultimate gauge recovery to help there, just to get my ult, because Widow lives off of that ult for sure. The quicker it gets going, great. I love it. So having said that, there is one card that I absolutely don't have that I'd want to have. If you're not familiar with it, it is the one that's actually got an increased drop rate right now. This Captain Marvel card. What do you know? It's a PvP damage increase card. So I want to try to, I'm going to do several roll 10 pulls here, just to end the video. See if we can get this. And what I'm going to do, if I can get it, is I'd go try to get the stats on it. At least the exclusive stat to be a PvP damage increase as well. And then, you know, with the bonus stats, depending how bad or good they are for PvP, I'd, you know, re-roll that with 6 star cards until I got something was perfect for PvP. So I'm going to pull on this. Keep your fingers crossed. If you don't want to watch pulls, I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, hammer down on like buttons, notification bells, all that sort of thing. I'll say that again, but keep your fingers crossed. I really want Captain Marvel PvP damage increase. I'm not getting it because I didn't get the cap shield. You know, let's see what we get here. Any 4s? Nope. Oh, we got something. What's that over there? One rare. I don't care about any of that stuff. So let's do another one. So we want to see what happens. And the animations with this, you want Groot to bring over a shield. Cap America shield. He didn't bring it. So that means I didn't get a special. That's what you want to be able to get a special. I forget what he does when it's a higher card. I got a couple 4s there. I like getting, this is actually good. I like when I get trash rares, like HP. I will unlock that and use that as fodder as well. Future Imperfect's a great card as well, actually, for many. I get several of those. All right, so let's do another one. All right, come on, Groot. Don't make me log out. Don't make me log out and come back. Man, he's giving me trash. You know what? Anytime this happens, I feel like it's not a, you know, good roll situation. I'm like, I'm not getting any specials here. I'm not getting any specials. So let's see how much I get a 4-star here. Supervillain damage. That's actually, but the exclusive's total damage. That would have been great if I could have rolled double supervillain on that. So we'll see. This Loki card, again, HP recovery. That's good fodder. So I'm getting a lot of good fodder cards. Let's pull out of this. I'm just going to run around, try to change up my juju and come back. All right, trying it again. We got 24K, 25K cards. I feel like I can at least do a few more of these. Again, give me something, Groot. Bring me the shield. Bring the shield, and it needs to be Captain Marvel with a shield. Shield, nothing. Man, Groot, you're what are you doing to me, bro? What are you doing to me? Making me feel like you don't love me. I'm gonna leave you, Groot. Groot, I am going to leave you. You know what? I'm logging out of the game and then coming back. That's what I'm gonna do. Right after this pull, logging out and coming back in. 1 to 2 more pulls max. I'm mad at you, Groot. You're not treating me right. I really don't want to do too many more of these, but I do need this card for PvP. So I feel like if I'm gonna ever do it, it's now. So we'll see. Okay, well, there you have it. I cannot get that Captain Marvel card for the life of me. For the life of me. All right, to think a little bit, decide from there. All right, trying this again. Just did some random stuff, nothing special. Shield? Nope. Oh, man. Man, I'll tell you what, when you get the shield, go nuts. When you don't get the shield, just give up. This is my last one for sure. Definitely the last one. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, I can't get the card I wanted here. Hammer down like buttons, click notification bells, subscription buttons, all that sort of thing. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and get a Captain Marvel card if you want it.